Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium, and it is officially week 3 of the high school. Some teams get to play week 0, so if you did play week 0, you're in game 4, like the Atkins Red Devils. And it's been a rough start to the year, but here we are, home against the Jessieville Lions. I'm Shane Martin, man who calls all your Red Devil action, and I'm joined here with my partner, Scott Warren. And Scott, it's good to be back home.
It is good to be back home, Shane, and like you mentioned, this is game 4, week 3 for the Atkins Red Devils, off to an 0-3 start, looking to get that first mark in the win column tonight against an 0-2 Jessieville squad that comes to town tonight.
Scott, talking about last week, we went to Conway Christian, and boy, did we run into a buzzsaw, and it started quick, and it was a rough first half for the Red Devils. Got down 28-12 at the end of the first quarter, 40-12, at the half, and got mercy ruled in the second half. But saw some exciting things out there. Saw Hayden Duval add another kickoff return for a touchdown to his season, and we saw some things. It started out rough, but we saw some good drives in there, and we saw just some Red Devils getting more experience, and that's what this team is going to have is some more playing time.
Yeah, and we've said it over and over again, and I mean, it's going to be the story of the season is the low numbers that we have on the roster this year, and the thing we said week 0, our first game was, Coach Porter said we can't afford any injuries right off the bat. You sustained some injuries, and we had more injuries last week, so it's tough. But like you said, Shane, it gives some of the younger players an opportunity to gain some really important, valuable game experience, and we saw some guys step up last week and have a good game in spite of really lopsided score. But Conway Christian was just tough. They are a good squad, and had a good game last weekend. You mentioned Hayden Duval taking another kickoff return to the house for a touchdown, and that was his second on the year. The problem was with Conway Christian, they had 2 in one game, so you give up 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown, and it's tough to overcome that. And the Red Devils just came up short last week, but made a good effort.
We talked about it. We joked about it last week. We saw the rare back-to-back returns, something that you don't see very often in football, and unfortunately they added on another return. But like you said, boy, they came in, they had a game plan, they wanted to speed the tempo up and get the Red Devils tired, and they were very successful at it.
And we fully expect that's what we're going to see from here on out for the rest of the year. We're going to see teams, if they have any sort of mind for strategy in football at all, they're going to try to play up tempo and really tire the Red Devils out, because we just don't have the depth to be able to plug guys in and give people a breather. So conditioning is important, but that only goes so far. When you've got 17 guys available, 16 guys available, whatever it is, it's going to be tough to sustain 4 quarters of football, and teams are going to try to exploit that. Scott,
I talked to Coach Porter in the coach's show, and he was talking about right now the only 2 that he saw out for this game is Sean Martinez and Braden Jones, who we saw last week. Braden Jones, we took a scare there, and as it turned out, a lot of what we saw was precautionary on him, and that was really good.
And that's what we were hoping for. We mentioned that last week with the lengthy delay right toward the end of the first half when Braden went down. You hate to see that, but you want that to happen. I mean, if there's an injury and there's a possibility of it being a serious injury, you want them to be careful, to be cautious, to take every conceivable precaution they can, and that's what they did with Braden Jones, and fortunately we got good news out of that. Not available tonight, but it is not a serious injury, not going to be a long-term injury, so best possible outcome there.
Well, Scott, we're playing Jessieville Lions tonight. We haven't seen Jessieville since 2019. We was in the conference with them, had a 2-year stint with them, won both of those games. So we know Jessieville, and Jessieville comes in tonight, and they've got some heavy hearts right now. They had 3 kids in a car accident, and you don't like to hear that. And our thoughts and prayers here as Red Devil fans, Red Devil broadcasters and players and everybody are with them. They got a lot fighting for tonight.
Yeah, a lot on their minds. Serious accident, and I love that our students have taken the initiative, and there are signs up in the stadium tonight. You may see them on the live stream, but if you're listening by radio, we'll tell you that there's a sign opposite us over on the Jessieville side that says we're praying for you, and it has the numbers of the 3 players who were involved in that accident. Number 7, Carson Freeland. Number 56, Terry Anderson. Number 60, Ben Jones. On the home side, there are messages to the visiting Jessieville Lion fans, letting them know that those players and their families are in thoughts and prayers.
And I promise you, as football fans, family, friends for Jessieville, they're going to go home remembering this, because I know me and you and Red Devil fans remembered how Conway Christian treated us last week.
Right.
We can't say enough about it.
Just fantastic, the concern that they showed for our injured player last week.
All right, we're ready to go. J.J. Cunningham has kicked it off, and that is number 5 on the return. That is Morrow, and Morrow gets into Red Devil territory before he is brought down by Sebastian Bartlett. So nice return there by Morrow as he gets to the Red Devil 41-yard line. Well, they'll start out 1st and 10 for the Lions.
Yeah, good return by Morrow. Brought it back almost to the place where J.J. kicked it from. Sebastian Bartlett and J.J. Cunningham were the last options there for the Red Devils. Really prevented that from being a kickoff return for a touchdown to start the game.
All right, your quarterback for the Lions is going to be Hunter Thomas. And right now we are seeing, if I'm correct on what we're seeing, they are honoring their 3 football players.
Official timeout.
Yeah, they placed the jersey of one of those players on the field there on that first play to honor their injured teammate.
And like I said, it's what we're seeing some great sportsmanship out here tonight.
Yeah, we were told that may happen, and there could be a penalty called, and we were alerted that Atkins was prepared to decline that penalty should one be called, but it wasn't in that case.
So Thomas is in shotgun, and he's going to hand it off to Meyer, and Meyer is going to get to about the 35. And he's going to be brought down by Jaden Martin.
Jaden Martin, number 8 on the stop for the Red Devils.
It's going to be a pickup. We're going to give him 6 right there.
Good game for Jessieville on 1st down. Jaden Martin came over from his outside linebacker position to make the tackle there, to make it 2nd down and 4.
Thomas, shotgun formation. Myers in the backfield with him. He's got twins to the left. And now Thomas rolling out. Quarterback keeper, but Martin comes up and wrestles him down for about a 2-yard loss right there. Great read by Jaden Martin.
Yeah, Jaden Martin read that all the way. Didn't get pulled in by the fake, the handoff fake there, and would just stayed home and strung that play out to the left, and then closed in and made a tackle for a 2-yard loss.
Loss 2, bring up 3rd and 6 for the Lions with the ball at the Red Devil 37.
Hunter Thomas, shotgun formation. Meyer in the backfield with him on his right. Tried a hard count. Now he's looking over to change his play. Meyer switches over to the left side now. Here's the snap, and it's going to be a handoff to Meyer coming back to the right side. And great job there by Dawson Killer.
Number 28.
Dawson Killer did the same thing on this side that Jaden Martin did on the other side. Didn't buy the fake at all. Stayed home, slowed up the ball carrier. A couple of other Red Devils came in to help bring him down, but a good job there by Dawson Killer.
Killer, he kept his containment, kept him inside, and got assistance right there. Here it is, 4th down and 2 for the Lions. And I don't know if they're going to hard count and try to make us jump, but Scott, I believe they're going to go for it. It's kind of no man's land.
I think so too.
Here it is, and it's a handoff, and they're going to have the 1st down as Meyer gets across the 30, and he was wrestled down there by Jackson Phillips.
Jackson Phillips making the
Good
stop.
play call there on 4th down.
For
Able to pick up the 1st
the
down.
Lions at the Red Devil 28.
So 1st and 10 now for the Lions on the Red Devil 28-yard line. We're under 10 minutes here in the 1st. No score. Opening possession of the game. Thomas, shotgun formation. Hand off to Meyer going off the left side. Meyer cuts back in the middle. Meyer's cutting back all the way. Meyer, he got held up there, and
Myers rumbles all the way down to the 5-yard
Lucas
line.
Sims got an arm on him and slowed him up enough
Makes the
for the
stop.
rest of the secondary for the Red Devils to come over and stop what would have been a touchdown right there.
Meyer was trying to find some room up the middle, and it was clogged with Red Devils, and he bounced the ball outside to the right side and found some running room. And fortunately, Landon Phillips was able to bring him down at the 5. Like you said, Lucas Sims slowed him up.
So it's 1st and goal on the 5 for the Lions. Thomas in the shotgun, goes off the left side, and the Red Devil D is going to stop him after a yard gain. Jaden Martin along with Landon Phillips on the stop.
Leading the way.
They're going to give him 2 on the play and make it 2nd and goal on the 3.
Isaac Duval came up to help make that tackle as well. Made a good read from his position right over the ball.
So here we have a new quarterback in, and that's the big guy, Tristan.
Touchdown Lions, number 9, Tristan Redford.
Reedford comes in. I was looking at his last name there, but he is a big guy that came in and kind of a different formation there and just took it in.
I think when you see number 9 come in at quarterback, it's going to be a run right up the middle.
32.
He's got the size to kind of plow through some people.
So
for the extra point.
here's the extra point attempt for the Lions. Snap, kick is good. No good. I'm sorry. Bad depth perception here. 6-0 now. Lions over the Red Devils. 8:32 left in the first.
Low snap on that extra point attempt, and I think that just slowed up the mechanics a little bit and wasn't able to put the ball through the uprights. So leaves the score at 6-0 Jessieville.
8:32 left here in the first.
Be on the road again next Thursday night. They'll travel to Salem. Kickoff time for the 7th grade game is scheduled.
Scott, pretty good crowd here tonight for Red Devil fans. Still piling in, and Jessieville has brought a decent crowd.
Yeah, good crowd on both sides. You know, and we talked about this before. Even though the Red Devils are off to an 0-3 start, we have such good community support for our team, and you know, these folks appreciate that the young men who are out here on the field tonight, no matter how low the numbers are, no matter how tired they get, they're going to give their best effort, and these fans reward them every Friday night when they're playing at Sorrels Stadium at Lemley Field.
Number 32, Zayd Guzman, has got it teed up now for the Lions, and here's his kick. It's going to go right down the middle of the field, and here's our man, Hayden Duval, about to 15. Hayden Duval coming around the left side. Hayden trying to get to that sideline, going to get across the 40 and get across the 45. Another great return by Hayden Duval.
Yeah, great return, got some good blocks there. Actually ran into a couple of his own guys who were out there trying to build a wall so he could have that left side, the near sideline. And that slowed him down just enough for Jessieville to come over and be able to make the tackle. But a good return. It puts the Red Devils in great starting field position at their own 48-yard line.
So it will be our sophomore, Jaden Martin, at quarterback, and it's going to be Drake Reinhardt along with Landon Phillips as wideouts, Hayden Duval, Lucas Sims as the other wideouts. Empty backfield now for Jaden Martin. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle. Martin's got a little bit of room, and he's going to pick up a good 7 or 8 right there. Good block there on the right side by Landon Seaton along with Connor Norman.
Yeah, good hold there for a good first down play, and Jaden picked up some nice yardage, make it second short.
So they're in Red Devil territory, Lions territory right now on the 43. Now he has a full house, we're going to say the full house backfield, got a back on each side, and Martin looking and scrambling. He's got pressure now. Martin's going to have to do something. He's going to be wrapped up for a loss right there by Bradley Dodge.
gave up some of that yardage that he made on the first down play. Looks like it's going to be third and about 7.
Still in line territory on the 48-yard line. So now we've got trips to the right. It's going to be Killer, Phillips, and Sims. And then Reinhardt is alone over here on the left. Oh, no, bad snap. Goes over Martin's head. He's going to pick it up, and he's going to be swarmed all the way back on the Red Devil 27-yard line.
And again, number 22, Bradley Dodge leading the
Just an
charge
unfortunate series there with protection breaking down, giving up the sack on second down, and then an errant snap on third down. You were in good position there after a good first down gain, and now it's fourth and forever.
And Scott, that's the things that's been happening to us right there.
Yeah.
And there's our famous cadence call right there.
Count.
The hard count picks us up easy 5.
Ball now at the Red Devil 35-yard line.
And it will be 4th and 23 now with 6:34 left here in the first quarter. Red Devils trailing 6-0. Martin. He's in the shotgun. Now he's dropping back and punt. And Jessieville will not put anybody deep. Martin's kick. It's going to be a sidewinder to the right side and go out of bounds on about where the yardstick is. Where we need it for a first down.
Yeah, the punt took a good bounce and was angling over to the sideline and kind of took a sideways bounce and gave us a few more yards there.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions on their own 41-yard line, 6:14 left here in the first.
Both teams have had good starting field position on their drives so far. This is Jessieville's second drive.
Thomas is your quarterback. Shotgun formation. He has Brock Meyer in the backfield with him. Now Thomas is changing the play. And here's the snap, and it's going to be like a direct snap to Meyer, and he's going to be wrapped up for a yard loss back there. As there was a little bit of confusion, but Carter Cheek and Jaden Barton came up, and they ended the confusion as they dropped Meyer for about a yard loss. So it's 2nd and 11 now for the Lions on their own 40. Here's the snap, and it's a handoff to Meyer. Meyer going up the middle. Now he's trying to kick it out, and Seaton's going to wrap him up.
Meyer on the carry. He is brought down
as he gets close to mid. Well, they're going to mark it on the line 49, and it's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Lions now. Landon Seaton running down.
Landon Seaton did a good job to keep him from making first down yardage there.
5:13 left. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeper by Thomas going over the left side. He's going to have the first down and more as he gets into Red Devil territory close to the 30-yard line before Drake Reinhardt running out of bounds.
Looked like Jaden Martin had a chance to make a play there, and one of their linemen might have hooked him a little bit there and put him on the ground and then just laid on top of him and took him out of the play completely, and they were able to pick up the first down and then some.
So we're at the 5:04 mark here in the first. Red Devils still trail 6-0. Second possession here for the Jessieville Lions. Here's a man coming in motion, and there's a bad snap, but Thomas picks it up, but he's going to be dropped for a loss back there as Jaden Martin came up. Then Carter Cheek also came up.
Carter Cheek and Jaden Martin there to make the stop.
And I want to give Eli Baker an assist too on that play, but a bad snap caused that right there. But ended up giving him back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think they gave him a couple of yards on the spot there. He was well short of the line of scrimmage when he was brought down, but interesting spot there.
So 2nd and 10 on the Red Devil 34-yard line. Thomas. No, that's a direct snap to Meyer. Meyer kicking it out to the left side. He is going to should have the first down over there, as they run some Wildcat here 2 or 3 times on this first quarter.
With different personnel, different people taking the snap, and that's, as a defense, that's hard to plan for. You don't know who's going to get the snap when they're back there in the backfield. So the Red Devils are going to have to be alert for anybody to be the ball carrier tonight.
Well, we know if it gets to the goal line, Redford's coming in.
Yes, number 9.
But now they've got Meyer. I'm going to call it the shotgun. The Wildcat.
Yeah.
Here it is, and it's a bobbled snap. But Meyer's still trying to make something out of nothing, and he maybe gets a yard or 2 right there as Sims and Seaton come up and make the stop.
Jessieville player ended up losing his helmet out there. That was number 73, Luke Graves, and he has to go off for a play.
That helmet went flying.
It did. And he was trying to tell the official over there on their sideline, somebody helped me get that helmet off. And he was wearing a red jersey.
2nd and 8 now on the 21. Red Devil 21, nearly at the 3-minute mark. And Meyer's still in his playing quarterback. Carter Cheek wraps him up. And there's a loose ball. And Red Devils Phillips dives on it. And Red Devils have it. That is Red Devil football right there. Carter Cheek busted through right there and slowed the back down and got the ball loose, and Phillips jumps on it.
The Red Devils needed that. Jessieville was moving the ball down into deep into Red Devil territory, and the Red Devil defense comes up with a turnover. Now see if the offense can capitalize.
What do we do?
We have a discussion with the officials here, and I don't know. I was kind of wondering if they were going to say maybe his forward progress was stopped.
Well, our instant replay monitor doesn't work up here, so we can't go to the booth. We're going to see Matt Porter probably come unglued here.
He's out on the numbers for a conversation with the White Hat, the referee tonight.
The White Hat signaled us, didn't he?
He did. He signaled first down Red Devils, and I didn't hear a whistle blow before the ball came out. So,
but the yardsticks haven't flipped over, and it's not.
They're gonna
give it back to Jessieville.
Yeah.
They are going to.
I think they're going to say that his forward progress was stopped there. Carter Cheek grabbed the ball carrier, spun him around, and then.
Now head coach Matt Porter, he's going to get his 2 cents in on the side judge over here. The headsets come off.
Red Devil fans have begun to voice their displeasure with the official's decision.
You just can't buy a break, can you?
And now they're moving the ball back to the original line of scrimmage.
No, there was a loss on the play. I don't understand this.
And they're saying it's first down now.
Whoa. We're going to have some explanation on this one.
There's a lot of confusion
right now
with the men in the striped shirts right now.
No, it's not second down.
It's third down.
Yeah. They're saying
that play took place on second down. So if they're going to say his forward progress was stopped, it should be third down, and his forward progress was stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and yet they put the ball back up to the original line of scrimmage.
Boy, we really have some confusion right here. We've got it all right up here. Everybody in the press box knows what it is.
I think everybody on the home side knows what it is, and now they're moving the ball up 2 more yards.
I don't understand this. This is... Wow. All right, Thomas is back at quarterback. And here's the handoff to Meyer. And Meyer's going to be brought down by Seaton.
Meyer on the carry for the Lions.
Along with Isaac Duval.
Isaac Duval at the bottom of the pile. He got help from Landon
Wow.
Seaton.
After all that, it's going to be what should be fourth down.
For Jessieville.
Yeah, fourth down, and you know, you would assume it's going to be fourth and long. They were behind the sticks there, but now it's third and a really manageable 4 or 5 yards.
So 3rd down and 5 on the 18-yard line. And now Jessieville's going to take a timeout. So with that, we're going to take our first break of the night. 6-0 Lions over the Red Devils. 2 minutes left in the first. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3 The Eagle. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, Red Devil fans, we're back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. 2:01 left in the first quarter. Jessieville 6, Red Devil 0, and Jessieville will have 3rd and 5 on the Red Devil 16-yard line after a 10-minute mass confusion on whose ball it was, what yard line.
Just a strange sequence of events that took place there, and Jessieville was a beneficiary of some confusion on the part of the referees and the officials tonight.
All right, Thomas is back at quarterback. He's got Meyer in the backfield with him on his left. And it's going to be a fake to Meyer, and Thomas has got wide open field, and Thomas is going to take this in. Touchdown Lions.
Touchdown.
And that hurt Shane because that should have been, at the very least, we should have had Jessieville in a 4th down situation, and with a good chance to get a turnover on downs or maybe a missed field goal attempt or something like that, and it ends up they're able to punch it in because they benefited from some confusion, like we said, with the officiating down there. And I know these guys are just human. I'm not trying to be overly critical, but that was a situation that never should have taken place.
And it wasn't really it shouldn't have been a big confusion at all. So here's the 2-point conversion, and our man Reedford's in, and he's going to go, and he's pushing, and now they know.
Kristen Rutherford is over for the 2-point conversion.
I think they're going to get on the near side signaled.
Now it's going to be holding on the lines.
Yeah, he signaled that he made it across the line, but they're going to bring it back for a hold.
So it's going to be pushed back now to the 13-yard line. And it's going to be a longer 2-point conversion attempt. Thomas is your quarterback. He has Meyer in the backfield with him on the right. Here's the snap. Thomas rolling to the right, looking, fires into the end zone, and it is juggled, knocked around as some hands got on it for both teams, and it falls to the ground. 2-point conversion, no good, and that leaves our score at 12-0 Jessieville.
The ball bounced around there, Shane. I thought a Jessieville player may come up with it, and fortunately it hit the turf, and we're able to hold him to 12 there.
So 1:55 now left in the first, and the Red Devils have fallen behind again here early in the first half, and that is something. I mean, the week of Dover, we did not. We stayed. You know, we had good things happen. Stayed right there with them, and never did fall. But in our losses, it's getting down early.
Yeah, that's been the thing that's hurt the Red Devils in 2 out of the 3 contests so far that they've dropped is getting behind early, and you know that weighs on the psyche of the players. You look around, you don't have a lot of numbers on your side, and so it kind of takes some of the confidence away. And when you get behind double digits early, it's tough to overcome that. We'll see if the Red Devils offense can muster a good drive here.
Guzman has it teed up now for the Lions, and Guzman's kick. Boy, look at this, Scott. The onside kick, and Jessieville's got it. Wow. You talk about catching people asleep.
Yeah.
By the Lions. Recovered by.
So it is Jessieville's ball. 1st and 10 on the Red Devil. We're going to call it 48.5.
Credit to Jessieville. They took advantage of the alignment there, and really Lucas Sims, the receiver, was the only one over there who was in a position to cover that kick, and it took a weird bounce, and he just wasn't able to fall on it. They were in the right place at the right time.
Thomas is your quarterback. Myers in the backfield with him. Here's the snap. Drop it straight back. Thomas firing deep, and he's going to overshoot his man. As that was Karsten Criswell on the fly route there, but he overshot him.
He had to let that ball go just a fraction of a second before he wanted to. He had some pressure in his face from Landon Phillips and Carter Cheek coming from that right side, so he was staring down the barrel, so to speak, and he had to let it fly and overshot his receiver just a little.
2nd and 10 now for the Lions here in the first quarter. They lead the Red Devils 12-0. Now this is our still Thomas in. We got rotating quarterbacks. Now it's a handoff to Meyer. Meyer coming over the right side, little spin move, and Phillips holds him up as help comes, and they get him down as his brother Landon Phillips comes in and also assists, and that's going to make it 3rd, and we're going to say 3rd and about 4.
And 3 for the Lions.
Jackson Phillips wrapped him up, and Landon Phillips came in. Landon Seaton came in to help bring him down after a gain of about 6 or 7.
We're going to have to come up for a Phillips brother combo.
Yeah.
Here it is. We get close to the 1 minute mark. Man coming in motion, but Thomas is going to drop straight back. Little dump off pass to Meyer, and Meyer drops it. And Meyer had one man out there, it's Eli Baker, and then it was going to be up to little Eli right there to make the stop.
They really had the screen set up well there, just wasn't able to pull that ball in, fortunately for the Red Devils.
All right, Scott, you got 4th and about 3 right now, and no hesitation on Jessieville right now. They're going to go for it. They're trying to step on the neck right now.
Well, with the onside kick, you would think that was their plan.
Oh, hard count. Red Devils hold. Now they're going to change the play. Trips to the right here. Myers in the backfield with him. And here he comes. Thomas fires, and he's got a wide open man, and that's Swallow. And Swallow gets the first down across the 30 of the Red Devils before Hayden Duval, and Landon Phillips makes the stop.
Landon Phillips on the stop for the Red Devils. Will be 1st and 10 Lions.
Good play call right there as Tony Swallow just found a nice hole and set in it. Picked up the first.
Yeah, he just dropped in between the 2nd and 3rd layer of the defense there, found a soft spot, and the quarterback put the ball right on him, and they were able to pick up the first down.
So we're under a minute, clock running. 1st and 10 now for the Lions on the Red Devil 28-yard line. Thomas is the quarterback. Hands it off to Meyer going over the right side. Meyer's going to be wrapped up there by Landon Seaton. And Meyer's going to gain. Give him about 5 on that play. Make it 2nd and 5.
Be 2nd and 5 for Jessieville.
probably going to be the last play of the first quarter here as the clock's running down. We're about 10 seconds left here in the first. Well, they're going to get it off. Yep, they got it off. And here's Thomas. Thomas rolling out to the left. Thomas has got the first down. Phillips is going to push him out of bounds. And Phillips holds him up before he hits the fence over there. But it's another first down for the Lions. And that's going to bring an end to the first quarter here in Atkins. Red Devils trailing 12-0 to the Jessieville Lions. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3 The Eagle back in 30. Atkins, Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. It is 12-0 Jessieville over the Red Devils as we get ready to start the second quarter of action. And Scott, it's first quarter. Red Devils had that first good couple of plays on their drive and then shot themselves in the foot with a bad snap, and Jessieville has really not given up the ball since. They've had 3 possessions in the first quarter. Caught the Red Devils asleep with a onside kick, and they're trying to add on more right now.
Yeah, driving deep into Red Devil territory. The defense needs to stiffen up here and keep Jessieville off the board on this drive and see if we can get the offense on the field and sustain a drive and put some points on the board ourselves.
So it is going to be 1st and 10 now for the Lions on the Red Devil 12-yard lines. We get ready to start second quarter action here.
Bobble snap, and
Thomas tried to make something out of nothing, but Dawson Killer comes up and makes the play.
There's a flag on the play. Looks like they're gonna
We're going to motion
penalty on the Lions.
So it's going to back him up 5, and we're going to do 1st and 15.
We have declined the penalty, Shane, so we'll take the loss on that play and make it 2nd down.
Well, they were at the 12, you're at the 16, so that's about your penalty right there.
Yeah, and your penalty is if you accept the penalty, you get 1 more yard.
Right.
You back them up 1 more yard, but they stay at 1st down. So we'll take the 2nd down here.
Here's the snap, and it's another bad snap, but Thomas pulls it in, but Thomas has got a lane right there, and Thomas is going to take this to the house. Wow. Thomas pulled in the bad snap and found a seam right down the middle of the field.
Yeah, it's just that's exactly what you don't need if you're the Red Devils, but almost looked like a little bit of an over pursuit there from the other side, and when you see the quarterback bobble the snap, that's understandable. You want to come in there and try to get the ball, try to make a play, and ended up leaving an opening for the quarterback to run through, and he took advantage of that, put another 6 on the board.
Here's the 2-point conversion. Meyer takes it straight in. 2-point conversion is good, and that's where we are at now. 20-0 Lions over the Red Devils.
So this is that familiar verse here, Shane. The Red Devils are in a hole here, 20-0, early in the second quarter, and you hope that we can.
We need that. We talk about it every game when we get in this situation, and you want to take those small steps. And the small step is stringing some first downs together.
Right. That's what we talked about last week in the Conway Christian game, and the Red Devils were able to settle down and put together a couple of good drives. So, that's what we have to have here. You're not going to make it up all at once. You just put together some positive plays, get a first down, another first down, and march the ball down the field. And you want to see the Red Devils respond well here, and they do. They don't hang their heads. They don't get down on themselves. They give a good effort, and that's what we expect to see here.
So here is Guzman, got it teed up, and you can't be asleep now because now we're on alert.
Right. They've tried the onside successfully already, so we got to be ready for that.
And it's going to be a kick over to the right side. And they're going to kick it to our man Duval. Hayden picks it up on the 15. Hayden, he's got lines all over him now. As he dropped it and bobbled it, and that let the Lions just swarm up.
Yeah, I gave him just a little time to get down the field, and he wasn't going to be able to get the corner on him that time. They brought him down at the 20-yard line. That's where the Red Devils are going to start this possession.
So, Scott, 25-second clock man here. Danny Gleb, who's on top of everything, just informed me we only ran 4 plays in the first quarter. You can't get nothing past Danny.
Nothing gets past Danny Webb.
So we need it goes back. It just goes back. Hey, let's put some first downs together. See what happens.
Our first play of the game, we had a positive gain, so we'll see if we can do that a few times.
Here's the handoff. Duval trying to go over the right side. Boy, he is swarmed right at the line, and that's Meyer along with the big man right there in nose guard in the middle, and that's number 55, Xavier Wilson.
There to make the stop.
Not much doing on first down on that play. Hayden Duval came to the right side and found it plugged and was able to get back to the line of scrimmage and nothing else.
20-0 Red Devils trail here in the first half. Jaden Martin has Phillips in the backfield with him, trips to the right. Here's the snap. It's going to be a quick out to Sims. Sims is trying to find some room, and he's going to get a couple right there. Lucas Sims picks up a couple right there before he is thrown down.
I think I saw a flag come in there from a pretty good ways away.
Five-yard face mask.
Hey, there's a little break right there. Get the excuse me, I didn't mean the face mask you called.
The incidental face mask is what they used to call that. Now they just call it a 5-yard garden variety face mask.
But I mean, it goes back to I didn't mean to do that. Please don't give me the 15.
Right. Yeah. The grasping and pulling is 15. Just raking your hand across it. That's going to cost you 5.
So it's going to help. Red Devils now have a very manageable 2nd and 2 here.
And this is where we were in that first drive, Shane. We had a 2nd and short. We need to do a little bit better with the ball this time.
Here's the snap. Martin trying to find a hole. Wow. Martin got nailed right at the line of scrimmage as Castleberry comes right in and just wraps Martin up.
Just no room at all. Castleberry comes from a linebacker position and fills that gap, and Jaden Martin had to absolutely know where to run.
So you're looking at 3rd and 3. I mean, you're down 20-0 early, first half. I mean, do you take this chance?
I think you have to.
Well, we'll see if Martin drops back into punt formation. And nope, we are going for it. And it is complete to Sims. First down, Red Devils, and Sims gets across the 40.
Sims on the receiving end of the Martin pass.
Good job by Lucas Sims to pick up a few extra yards after the catch there, after initial contact. And Castleberry came up and put a lick on him, and then turned around to the Red Devil bench to let him know about it. And he's still bobbing his head and talking a little trash out there. So he's feeling pretty good about the hit he just put on Lucas Sims.
How about Coach Matt Porter? He's like, we got to roll the dice now.
Good call there to pick up the first down, and that's what we need. Red Devils have to pick up first downs and just keep moving the ball down the field.
Martin shotgun formation. Duval in the backfield with him. Handoff. Duval going up the middle. Duval spinning, and now it's a push the pile contest, and we're going to get about 5 on it.
pretty good pickup there on first down, and J.J. Cunningham was leading the way. Hayden Duval just tucked in right behind him and was able to pick up about 5 yards.
Carroll and Dodge makes the stop for the Lions. And like I said, pick up a 5 makes it 2nd and 5 as we're under 10 minutes left here in the first half. Red Devils trail 20-0, but have picked up a first down on this drive. There's the hard count. Oh, and then our man Colin Brown stumbled.
The official on the far side is saying that that's going to be on Jessieville.
Right, he was Colin was drawn.
Yeah, delayed draw, but.
So we have the encroachment now on the Lions. Red Devils will either have the first down or be right there at it.
I think he's going to be just a little short.
Okay. It's going to be 2nd down and the shortest of ones?
A short one. A couple of chain links.
Empty backfield, Martin. And here is, he's going through the go route, and he's got Phillips, and it's going to be intercepted as he overshot Phillips. And Phillips is going to drag down Brendan Johnson deep in his own territory, but Phillips went this way, and then Martin's ball drifted the other way.
Yeah, Phillips was working his way toward the sideline and had a step on the defender there, but the ball just hung up a little bit, went a little deeper in the field of play rather than going out toward the sideline, out toward the boundary where Phillips was, and the defender from Jessieville was able to just camp out under it, made a good over-the-shoulder catch, and Phillips was able to drag him down inside the 10-yard line.
So it is 1st and 10 now for Jessieville on their own 9-yard line. 9:09 left in the first half. 20-0 Jessieville over the Red Devils. And our quarterback right now on this possession is going to be, we're going to have timeout Jessieville. Yep, Jessieville will take a timeout. And with that, we'll take a break. You are listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3 The Eagle. We'll be back in 30. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. 9:09 left in the first half. Red Devils trail 20-0 to Jessieville. Scott, going to go ahead and remind everybody, big next Friday here at Lemley Field. It's going to be homecoming. Going to see alumni roll in. It's going to be it'll be a great time always when homecoming comes around.
Homecoming, also the start of the conference season next week.
The Salem Greyhounds' first time appearance in Atkins.
And Shane, we were up in that neck of the woods last night as the junior high played up at Melbourne. 7th grade and junior high Red Devils traveled to Melbourne, and Salem is a little further beyond Melbourne. It's 30 plus miles north of there.
We had a lot of jokes about getting up to Melbourne last night, but boy, what a trip. I just don't know when they realigned the conference if they just didn't put a map up and throw darts at it.
I don't know. We sure do have to make quite a few trips over to Northeast Arkansas this year.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 Lions on their own 9-yard line. Thomas is the quarterback. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap, and it's going to be a handoff going up the middle. And trying to see who that's. 32, that's Guzman.
32, Guzman on the carry.
And Phillips makes the stop. Jackson Phillips.
Odd looking play there, Shane. It took a little bit to develop. Just kind of a delayed handoff. I don't know if there was some confusion there, but that seemed to throw the Red Devil defenders off just a little bit, and Guzman was able to pick up some positive yardage.
2nd and 5 now for the Lions. He's got Guzman in the backfield with him. Thomas takes the snap and once again drops it. They're having trouble with that, but they made a lot of positive out of it. But not this time, as Phillips comes up, Landon Phillips comes up, wraps him up, and also Dawson Killer on the stop.
They're saying he actually got about a half yard on that. And you're right, Shane. They bobbled that snap a lot tonight and been able to do some positive things with it in spite of the bobbles. And the Red Devils were able to keep them to a minimal gain that time.
It is 3rd and 4 now. Here's the snap, and it's going to be a handoff to Guzman again, and this time Isaac Duval comes up with Landon Seaton and makes the stop.
Isaac Duval coming up to make the stop.
They may measure this one.
Nope, they're already signaling it.
Lion first down.
Awfully close.
So 7:21 left here in the first half, and the first down for the Lions on their own 19-yard line. Here's Thomas, shotgun, takes the snap, drop it straight back, going to go straight down the middle of the field, and it is broken up by Drake Reinhardt right there as Johnson, he had a beat on it, but Reinhardt really did a good job right there.
Yeah, he had time to throw the ball, set his feet, the quarterback did, and Drake Reinhardt came over the last minute, broke up the pass. Good job there.
I'll tell you right now, Scott, I was looking at the official, the back judge there, looking at it because I thought he was going to call Reinhardt for face guard. You know, Reinhardt never turned around and looked at the ball.
Yeah, but he didn't get there. He didn't get to the receiver early. He didn't make contact with him early. He got there right as the ball arrived. So I think the official did a good job just keeping his flag in his pocket there.
Here's the quarterback keeper by Thomas, and Seaton brings him down along with Hayden Duval.
On the quarterback keeper.
No, I take that back. Sebastian Bartlett makes that stop right there, and it's going to be 3rd and we're going to think it's 3rd and about 6 right here, maybe 7.
Red Devil defense needs to stand tall here and make a stop and put Jessieville in a 4th down situation.
Thomas. Now he's going to change the plays as Guzman is in the backfield with him. Here's the snap, dropping straight back. Thomas, and Bartlett missed him, but he is going to be run down by Landon Seaton. And Eli Baker also on the play. Boy, Landon Seaton is all over the field on defense tonight.
He's near the ball every time a Jessieville player is carrying it. And, you know, that the quarterback was kind of holding the ball away from his body on that one, and I thought we might have a chance to take the ball away and knock it out of his hands, but Landon Seaton did a good job bringing the quarterback down, puts Jessieville in a 4th down situation.
It's going to be 4th and 6, and I'm still, I mean, they're going to line up and punt, but after an onside kick, you know anything can happen now.
You don't take anything for granted.
No. But deep is Hayden Duval. Here's the snap, and Meyer is going to punt it. It's kind of a knuckleball, hits about midfield, and going to die on the Red Devil 47.5-yard line, where the Red Devils will take over 1st and 10, 5:23 left here in the first. So, Scott, good field position.
Yeah, good job by the Red Devil defense, clamping down, making a stop there, forcing Jessieville to punt. Now you got the ball near midfield. Let's see if the offense can pick up where they left off before. They were moving the ball and kind of putting a drive together. So see if the offense can put some points on the board here with 5 and some change left in the 2nd quarter.
Jade Martin will have Hayden Duval in the backfield with him. He's going to have trips to the right, Killer, Phillips, and Lucas Sims. Reinhardt is split out to the left. And we've got whistle. Flag gets tossed in. Procedure against the Red Devils.
Jaden Martin does a good job with the hard count and gets the defense to jump a lot of times, and that time he got the offense to move a little prematurely.
Jaden Martin with his famous cadence.
The old hard count.
Same formation. Duval is staying in the backfield with him, and he's got trips to the right. Reinhardt's out to the left. Here's the snap. He's going to look Reinhardt's way, and he fires. Overshoots Reinhardt at midfield.
Martin's pass was intended for Reinhardt. Incomplete on the coverage was.
And it'll bring up 2nd and 15.
Bring up 2nd and 15.
Jake was looking that direction the entire way. As you said, Drake Reinhardt, the only one in the formation on the far side of the field, and Jaden was definitely intent on going his way. Pass was just a little bit too tall there for number 6, Drake Reinhardt.
Duval stays in the backfield with Martin on his left, trips to the right. Reinhardt is split out to the left. Here's the handoff. Duval up the middle. Duval's hit it hard. Gets across midfield into line territory to the 45.
Great hole there up the middle. The Red Devil offensive line did a good job opening up the lane for Hayden Duval to run through. And he, looking at a 2nd and 15, he was able to pick up 10 plus, so it puts the Red Devils in a manageable 3rd down situation.
J.J. Cunningham and Carter Cheek right there, they blew that hole open right there, and Hayden hit it hard.
He did, for a fact.
So you've got a very manageable 3rd down here. Here's the snap, handoff. No, fake. Martin goes around to the right side. Martin cannot get loose. As Meyer held him up and got help from Redford. And boy, Martin gets loose, and he probably gets the first down the right sideline here, but just could not get a loose from Meyer.
Yeah, they were just able to get enough of Jaden Martin to slow him down and get another defender there to bring him down. But I felt like if he could just pull his foot out of that initial hit there, he had a chance to pick up the 1st down and more. The Red Devils are looking at 4th down and 5 here.
And the Red Devils look like they're going to go for it, and they are. Martin rolls out to the left. He fires in the flat, and it is complete to Reinhardt, who should have the first. Yes, by forward progress right there.
Great play call. Jaden Martin roll out to the left. Drake Reinhardt made a ran a good route over there, got open, just past the 40-yard line, just inside the 40, well beyond the line to gain. So 1st down for the Red Devils on a 4th down play there. Great play call, great execution.
1st and 10 on the line 40. Under 4 minutes left here in the 1st half. Duval in the backfield with Martin. Martin takes the snap, hands off Duval. Duval trying to go up the middle. This time, going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So Duval gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 as Swallow was right there to make the stop.
Yeah, that up the middle run has been open a few times. It was closed that time.
Well, Scott points would be, huge right here if you got it right before the half.
Yeah, it would do so much, I think, for the confidence of these guys.
Martin takes the snap, fires, and it goes off Dawson Killer's hands. Dawson set down right in the opening in the zone right there, but goes off his hands.
Just through his fingertips. I think, if Dawson makes that catch, he's probably brought down right away. He had a defender right there with him, but just wasn't able to pull it in.
So 3rd and 10 now for the Red Devils. 2:55 left here in the 1st. Red Devils trail 20-0 here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. Final non-conference game of the year. Martin in the shotgun. Takes the snap, dropping straight back. Here comes pressure up the middle. Martin gets rid of it, and Duval tried to get his hands on it and could not pull it in. But if he had caught it, would have been dropped for a loss.
Yeah, the reason he couldn't pull it in is because he had number 22, and that is Bradley Dodge, right there with him, draped all over him. So that play would have gone nowhere.
So Scott, 2:49 left. You're 4th and 10 on the Lions 40. You know, you're down 20-0.
You go for it.
Yep. You are trying to find something positive to happen. Here's the snap. Martin, straight back drop. Oh, he got nailed. Jaden Martin got nailed right when he let it go by Swallow, and it goes incomplete. But I tell you, he took a hard hit, and you see him bounce straight up, and he's running to the sideline. But it was a hard hit.
Yeah, clean hit. Just came in from the backside. Jaden never saw him coming, and took a hard leap there. But he's a tough kid. He bounced right back up.
So 2:44 left now in the first half. Red Devils trailing 20-0, and Jessieville will take over 1st and 10 on their own 40. Thomas is your quarterback. Meyer, here comes a man in motion, and it's going to be the jet sweep. And he goes around the right end, and he's going to have the first down going down the right sideline. And he did not step out of bounds, and he's going to take it to the house.
Touchdown.
That is Brennan Johnson right there. I thought surely he was going to step out of bounds.
Yeah, I would like to have some eyes over there on that side of the field. I don't know how he didn't step out. He was being pursued by several Red Devils over there right in front of the Jessieville bench, and was able just to tiptoe down the sideline, and he turned on the Jets at about the 30, and there was nobody who was going to catch him.
60-yard run for Brennan Johnson there, but 2:33 left here in the first half, and it's 26-0 Jessieville. And they are lining up for the 2-point conversion. Here's the snap. Thomas goes over the right side and will not get in. So the 2-point conversion is no good. 2:33 left here in the first half. 26-0 Jessieville leading. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be back here on 99.3 The Eagle. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium, 2:33 left here in the first half, and just like that, the Lions strike quick on a 60-yard run by Brennan Johnson, and it is 26-0 now. Lions over the Red Devils.
Just a sequence there that the Red Devils absolutely did not need Shane. You know, you're driving the ball, and the drive stalls out. You turn the ball over on downs, and Jessieville turns right around and puts the ball in the end zone to make it 26-0. And we've talked about this before. It just sort of piles up for the Red Devils, and that has to work on their psyche a little bit.
Here's the kick by Guzman. It's going to go over in that little soft area. And Red Devils, boy, Hayden Duval come running up there and knew it was going to hit, and he had to dive on it.
Yeah, it kind of dropped over there in no man's land, and I think that's right where he was aiming. And Red Devils fortunate to pounce on that ball. Hayden Duval very alert, came up and recovered it. That could have been a disaster for the Red Devils. Jessieville was looking to capitalize and take possession there, but fortunately the Red Devils have the ball with 2:32 left here in the first half.
1st and 10 on their own 26-yard line. Trips to the right, and Hayden Duval in the backfield on Martin's right. Reinhardt is split out to the left. Here's the snap, and it's going to be a quick out, and it is intercepted as it went over Sims' head, and it is picked off by Karsten Criswell. I think everybody was kind of stunned right there. You know, you thought it was going to fall to the ground, and Criswell dove in.
Just another tough break for the Red Devils. The pass, we had two guys there in position. Lucas Sims got his hands on it. It was just a little too tall for him. I'm not so sure it wasn't intended for Landon Phillips, who was just behind Lucas, but Off the carom, the Jessieville Lions were able to come up with the interception. They've got the ball at the Red Devil 31.
So here's Thomas. He has Meyer in the backfield with him. Trips to the right. Now Meyer switches over to the left side. Here's the snap. Thomas straight back. Fires across the middle. Incomplete, as that was a little bit hot there for Meyer.
Short pass. I'm thinking maybe if he takes a little something off that, they are able to complete that, but ball zipped right through the receiver's hands.
2nd and 10 now for Jessieville on the Red Devil 31-yard line. 2:23 left in the first half.
Good thing about an incompletion there, Shane, is it keeps some time on the clock for the Red Devils to maybe get the ball back and try to put some points on the board before halftime.
Thomas, shotgun formation. He has Meyer to his left. And it's going to be a handoff to Meyer. Meyer trying to bounce it out to the right side. Meyer cuts it back. Meyer is going to have the first down before he has drove out of bounds. Oh, wow.
Meyer on the carry for
Meyer was drove out of bounds, and Jackson Phillips flipped over the fence.
Jackson Phillips ended up over near the Band Boosters concession stand, and fortunately wasn't injured.
Wow.
On that trip over the fence. Came right back over and back out on the field.
So 1st and 10 now for the Lions inside the Red Devil 20 on the 19-yard line. 2:15 left here in the first half. All Jessieville here tonight in the first half. They lead the Red Devils 26-0. Thomas. It's kind of a pistol formation. Meyer's behind him, and it's going to be a handoff to Meyer. Meyer tries to bounce it out to the left. Meyer's got a lane. Meyer is going to be brought down by Bartlett close to the 5-yard line, and Meyer looks to be shook up on the play.
Sebastian Bartlett came in and put an absolute lick on Meyer, the ball carrier there for Jessieville. Nothing malicious about it at all. Sebastian
it was a good hit.
Lowered the shoulder and put him right into his side. And
well, while they look at Meyer, we will take a quick break and be right back. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3.
For the Lions at the Red Devil.
All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium, and good sign here. Meyer's able to get up and walk off on his own. And like you said, Scott, during the timeout, probably just a breath knocked out of him, I hope.
yeah, good hard hit by Sebastian Bartlett to come up and make the tackle, and Meyer was down for just a little while on the field, but just making his way off a little slowly, but looks like he's going to be okay.
So we are looking for Jessieville on the 7, 1st and goal with 2:05 left, and Jessieville's trying to add another one on the board here. Red Devil D trying to tighten up and hold them out, and here's the handoff to Guzman. Guzman goes up the middle, and Guzman goes right into the end zone on the first carry, 7-yard touchdown run.
Number 32, Zayd Guzman.
So Guzman adds more points on the board for the Lions with 1:59 left in the first half. And they're going to be going for 2 here. And it's going to be Thomas at quarterback. Guzman's going to stay in the backfield with him. Here's the snap. And Thomas takes it, and Thomas just walks right in for the 2-point conversion. So the score now is Jessieville 34, Red Devils 0.
Low snap there, and the quarterback was able to corral it and find some room just on the right side of his offensive line there and walk right in for the 2-point conversion.
Scott, the thing that I've noticed with Thomas's snaps, the ones he's had trouble with, fumbled or something, about 90% of them, though, he has made positive yards out of them.
He's done a good job of taking something that could be disastrous and making something positive happen out of it. And, you know, the Red Devils need a few of those breaks. We haven't had a lot of them go our way this year, and certainly not tonight. All the breaks seem to be going Jessieville's way at this point.
So it will be Hayden Duval going deep with Sebastian Bartlett, and Guzman will be teeing it up for the Lions.
Guzman is set to tee it up and kick it off for the Lions. Again, back deep for the Red Devils are Reinhardt and
Drake Reinhardt also deep for the Red Devils. And Guzman, who's been pretty good about finding the soft spots, and he's going to look for another one. And here's the kick. And it's another high one, and this time Duval come up and took it off the high bounce, and
Duval on the receiving end.
It's going to be down at about the 31 yard line. But boy, Hayden Duval put himself out right there. He could have been nailed.
Yeah, that was, like you said, it took a high bounce, and he went up and caught it, and that's a vulnerable position to be in when you've got the kickoff team bearing down on you. But Hayden was able to pull it down and pick up a few yards on the return and put the Red Devils in business at their own 33-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Red Devils. It's going to be Braden Brothers is now split out to the right. Martin in shotgun formation. Here's the snap. And he's looking to throw it back. Now Martin's just going to take off with it as everything broke down, and Martin's going to pick up maybe one right there.
Yeah, just got back past the line of scrimmage. Did get a block from Lucas Sims out there on the edge to get back and make something out of nothing there. He just didn't have anywhere to throw the ball.
So give him one, make it 2nd and 9. Clock, they're going to say he went out of bounds, so its clock is stopped at 1:46. Trips to the right. Here's the snap. Handoff. Duval coming up the middle. Duval hitting it hard, bouncing it out to the right. Duval's got a lane. Got the first down across midfield. And Duval gets pushed out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Best run of the night.
Yeah, good run, good pickup there. And Braden Brothers, who has been in the game the last couple of drives, got just enough of his defender out here and from his receiver position to give Hayden Duval an opportunity to pick up a few extra yards there.
And we do want to apologize for last week. We did not have Braden Brothers on the roster, and do apologize for any of Braden's family that might be listening. We've got you now, though. Here's the snap. Martin looking, and still looking. Martin trying to find somebody. Now Martin's going to take off with it, and Martin goes in hard right there, picks up 4 yards, and he is the gutsiest sophomore quarterback I've ever seen.
Yeah, no fear at all. He didn't.
He went into a Superman launch right there.
Wasn't going to slide, wasn't going to duck out of bounds. He was trying to pick up extra yardage.
He was like, take me down now. I mean, try.
He was just going to get as much as he could on that.
Here's Martin with the snap. And he fires out, and Reinhardt hadn't turned his head yet, and Martin had to let it go. Oh, boy, Coach Porter. He's on that offensive line because Martin's been running for his life back there.
Yeah, he was under a lot of pressure there, and like you said, was forced to release it just a little sooner than he wanted to. Drake Reinhardt was not out of his break on his route yet, and the ball was on him before he even turned around. And Jaden just had to do that because he had a man right in his face.
So Porter went out. Coach Porter went out there and he got in the offensive lineman right there. He's tired of seeing his quarterback run for his life back there. Just would like to have a little bit of time.
He's not going to wait until halftime to make that adjustment.
He has 3rd and 5 right now on the line 35. $34-0, Jessieville over the Red Devils here in the first half. We're going to have Dawson Killer, Lucas Sims split out to the right. Landon Phillips, Drake Reinhardt split out to the left, and Hayden Duval is in the backfield with Martin. Here's the snap. Martin. And now he fires out to the flat. He's got Sims. Oh, Sims was wide open right out there there was nobody around him.
And the offensive line did a better job that time, giving Jaden Martin time to throw the ball. Good protection there from the lineman. Connor Norman caught a linebacker coming through and was able to chip him enough to keep him off Jaden Martin, just not able to complete the pass to Lucas Sims on what would have been a first down and then some.
So here we go again, Scott. Another 4th down attempt for the Red Devils. 1:18 left here in the first. 4th and 5. Here's the snap. And here comes the pressure, and Martin dumps it off, and it's just too short. Well, no. They're going to say he made the catch, but he went straight to the ground as it was a shoestring catch, and it will be a turnover to the Lions.
Yeah, Dawson Killer went down and made the catch, but he just it was so low he couldn't come up with it and keep his feet and turn upfield and get the yardage necessary for a first down, so the Red Devils turn it over on downs.
1:13 left here in the first half. Thomas is your quarterback. It's Guzman. Guzman is staying in the backfield. Meyer has not come back since he was injured a while ago. And here's the little dump off, and nobody was there.
Closest Jessieville Lion is wearing number 50. I don't think he was the intended receiver there. Looked like Guzman may have got hung up and was not in the right place to make the catch there. They were trying to set the screen up and are not able to complete the pass.
Be 2nd and 10 now for the Lions on their own 35-yard line. 1:10 left here in the first half. And Scott, I don't know if it's just me or what, but this is a long second quarter.
Yeah, I looked at the clock just now, 1:10. It just seems like it's crawling these last 2 minutes.
Here's the handoff to Guzman up the middle. Guzman going to be bear hugged. Landon Seaton just bear hugged him right there, and J.J. Cunningham got on it too, but Seaton has really had a good defensive first half.
Seaton's been all over the ball. He's been everywhere tonight, making tackles and plugging the gap right there up the middle, wrapping Guzman up, bringing him to the ground on that play.
And Scott, you know what the scary thing is about Landon Seaton? He's just a sophomore.
Yeah.
He's only going to get better.
Yeah, he's got a lot of potential. I know the coaches are excited about the next 2 years with Landon Seaton.
So trips to the left. Clock is running. Thomas shotgun. And it's going to be a handoff. And that's Guzman. Guzman's going to be held on by Carter Cheek, held on until Seaton and Cunningham came over there to help him. And Guzman's jersey's kind of stretched out in the back where Carter nearly just pulled it off his shoulder pads.
Yeah, Carter grabbed 2 handfuls of jersey and was able to hold on until help got there to bring him down.
And that's going to bring it into the first half here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. Then all Jessieville as they lead the Red Devils 34-0. We're going to take a 3-minute break, and we'll come back here. You're listening to Red Devil football on 99.3 The Eagle. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at halftime, Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium, and it is Jessieville 34, your Atkins Red Devils 0. And Scott, it's just been a disastrous first half for the Red Devils. Has shot themselves in the foot on different occasions. Jessieville took advantage of just some, just catching us asleep. Got the onside kick, was able to score again. Now, we will say Jessieville got the benefit of some, what we're going to say is a misplacement of the ball.
Yeah, just some confusion on the part of the officials there. What looked like a turnover, Carter Cheek forced a turnover. They ended up ruling, I'm assuming their ruling was that his forward progress was stopped, the Jessieville ball carrier. So, you don't get the ball in that situation, but then they lost track of what down it was, what distance it was, and so it puts Jessieville in a much more advantageous position. They're able to take advantage of it, go ahead and score and put one on the board. Then they come back with the onside kick, catch the Red Devils unaware of that and not really looking for it. They recover it, and we've turned the ball over on downs a couple of times. We had an interception deep in Jessieville territory at one point. Inside their 10-yard line was where the interception took place. So, we've moved the ball on offense at times. The first quarter was slow, or as you mentioned, our man Danny Webb over here was on top of things. We only ran 4 plays in the first quarter, and but the second quarter was much better. We were able to string together some first downs, just not able to close the deal and put points on the board.
Jessieville has just shown us all kinds of offense, and their running game is really what has put us behind the 8 ball tonight, because their quarterback has done a good job running the football. Meyer has done a good job when he's carried the football, and their running game, they've really not beat us with the pass. It's been really their rushing attack here, and we talked to Coach Porter, and we wondered coming into this game, what kind of mindset would Jessieville had? How would their tragedy that they faced this week over there, and he expected, and as well as you would, this football team their spirits are up out here. They're rallying around what's happened, and they're playing for those guys tonight.
Yeah, they came out really focused, really intense, and you could see that. They had a mission, and they've been able to, for the most part, do what they want to do in the first half, and they're up big 34-0 here at halftime.
Scott, we want to talk about, last night we got to take a trip over to Melbourne, and we're going to go ahead and talk about junior high right now. And Atkins Junior High is 4-0 right now, as they went 1-0 in the conference, and they went up last night and beat a good Melbourne football team. And we were making jokes about, we'll get a return trip up there, as they'll go back up to Salem next Thursday, and it's going to be a big conference game for them up there. So we're excited for the junior high program right now here in Atkins, along with the 7th grade program. It's very promising, very up and coming.
Yeah, we've got some talented young men who are coming up, 7th, 8th, 9th graders here at Atkins. The future definitely looks bright. We've talked a lot about, and the people listening and watching the live stream, they get tired of us talking about the numbers, but it's a reality. It's something we have to talk about, because that's what we're dealing with. That's the hand we're dealt. You don't have that issue with the junior high. You've got good numbers there, a lot of depth, and in fact, we were talking last night, just watching that game. You're able to have some guys who play only on offense and some who play only on defense, and that keeps everybody fresh. And you know what your assignment is, you know what you're expected to do, and you're able to just go out there and have confidence and do that, and trust somebody else to do their part. And
right.
The junior high Red Devils have that in spades, and they're off to a undefeated start so far. Big contest coming up this next week in Salem, and what we're being told is that's probably going to decide the conference there. Those are 2 of the top teams in the conference.
Now, we did, we hit on that note, but we're not taking nothing away from these 18, 19 kids that are playing on the senior high. They're coming out here and they're playing hard. Not a lot of experience this year coming into this year, and it's only going to make it better in the upcoming years because a lot of these kids are gaining experience out here this year.
We talked before the break about Landon Seaton only being a sophomore, and he's been all over the field on defense tonight, making a lot of plays, and that's exciting for the future. But you know, the point that I was trying to make was, again, not to slight at all the senior high team, but there's not enough depth there, and the guys get worn out. They're doing everything they can. They're nobody questions the effort that they're putting forth, but when you run up against a team that has 35 or 40 kids, they're able to sub in and be fresh, and you're not down the stretch. And that was one of the concerns that Coach Matt Porter had before week 0, before that first game, and that's been proven time and time again. The Red Devils are just doing everything they can, but they're wearing down, and teams are taking advantage of the lack of depth.
All right, we're going to take another 3-minute break here, and while we're going to break on the radio, if you're tuning in to the live stream, you can hear the sights and sounds of the Atkins Marching Band. We'll be back in 3 minutes on 99.3 The Eagle.
Now we present our feature tune, the 1988 ballad, Man in the Mirror. Soloists are sophomore Bailey Mathis, junior Adam Troca, and senior Carly Havens.
Beat it. They need or smooth. Have you heard of anyway, so it's like if you did it, sorry, if you did it makes you get that money back.
Let's give it up one more time for our Atkins Red Devil band, and we'll see you next week for homecoming.
I play the golf. Like, what would you rather have like this?
Memories.
Yeah, it's good to have those who live out of town, out of state, be able to come back for homecoming. And as we mentioned before, it's also the start of the conference season. So that's there's a lot on the line next week for the Red Devils and open conference season here at home at Sorrels Stadium at Lemley Field.
Also next week, going to have a special guest at halftime. Going to have Dr. Lori Edgen, the superintendent here at Atkins, on her second year here as the head of the Atkins School District, doing a wonderful job, and she's going to join at halftime next week. So looking forward to interviewing Dr. Edgen. So Scott, second half here, you are 1 point away from the mercy rule taking effect. I mean, 34-0. They missed some conversions, and that's why we are not in the mercy rule starting off the second half. So you hope to just come out here like we did at Conway Christian. We were in the mercy rule in the second half, but we came out and we had a great drive in the third quarter, saw a lot of positive things, went down, scored a touchdown, and it just helps you feel better.
Yeah, it would have been nice to get a score before halftime, put some points on the board if you're the Red Devils, but just weren't able to do that. And now you want to start off on a positive note in the second half. And I know, I can't imagine what the coaches are telling the players in their halftime when you're down 34-0, but I would imagine they're telling them, forget about the score. Let's go out there and let's play Red Devil football. Let's put some drives together. Let's run our offense. Let's do some positive things, and that's what you want. You want some things you can build on from this second half. By no means is the game completely out of reach. There's still a half of football to be played, and a lot of things can happen. Jessieville, we mentioned there are a lot of emotions over there on that sideline. So far, they've been able to parlay those into 34-0 halftime lead, but that emotion that they've been riding could easily bottom out here in the second half, and so the Red Devils just have to come out and just put some drives together, pick up some yards, and run the offense, and the defense has to try to keep Jessieville out of the end zone to keep it in reach. But just looking for some positive things here from the Red Devils in the second half.
Scott, just looking over the scoreboard here at halftime, one of our other sister stations, old Mickey Duval and them at Russellville right now, they're having a tough one with Little Rock Christian. They're down 28-0 at the half. Another River Valley area is Joe T. Robinson is leading Marlton 49-7 at the half. Looking down here at some other scores as we come across, looking for our conference action. Melbourne is leading Hoxie 17-13 at the half. Clarendon, River Valley School, not Clarendon, but Clarendon is leading Hector 16-7 at the half. And just hitting on that note right there, just want to talk. Hector was supposed to play Danville tonight and had to get them a game real quick. Got Clarendon, they're having to travel to Clarendon, but Danville, man, everybody knows about it in the River Valley now. Just, really, really a tough situation over there. Something that I never thought I would see in my lifetime with that rich tradition powerhouse in 2A football and sometimes 3A, depending how it goes. But they had to forfeit the rest of their season, and my heart goes out to the seniors that were over there. That's something you never dream of.
Yeah, that's a tough situation for the Danville Littlejohn program, and they're kind of in the same position that we're in. They had low numbers to start the season, had some injuries take place, and they were even lower than the Atkins Red Devils, the senior high team. And so just weren't able to, from a safety standpoint, feel like they could finish the rest of the season. So canceled the rest of the senior high season. The junior high season is still a go, and they've got some depth coming up, and they've got some things to look forward to. But yeah, your heart goes out to those seniors, especially who are not able to finish their senior campaign as Danville Littlejohn football players. Tough situation.
And another one of our conference opponents who we'll see in a couple of weeks, Perryville. Perryville is down at the half to Episcopal 20-0. So that's all the scoreboard we have right now, as both teams have made their way out onto the field to get some warm-ups in. So we are going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back and get you ready for second half action here for Red Devil football on 99.3 The Eagle, back in 2 minutes.
Oh.
All right, Red Devil fans, we are back. I don't know if y'all heard me, but I had to turn the air conditioner off.
It's a little chilly in here. I wasn't going to say anything. I didn't want to be the one to make the first move there.
That's okay. I mean, very thankful that we had that luxury of having one in here, but boy, I mean, we went in icebox mode.
We did, yeah. That's a huge departure from where we were week 0 in the hot box over at Bigelow.
Oh, wow. I mean, I remember that night that my shirt was sticking to me before we got out of there.
Yeah, there was not a dry stitch of clothing anywhere on me.
Oh, me. You have to laugh about it now.
Yeah, it wasn't funny at the time at all.
Salem and Walnut Ridge tied at 28.
All right, Red Devils will get the ball to start out the first half here, which is this is good. Now, you can come out and establish yourself, get a drive, and it will make, if you get points on the board, it's going to make the game go long.
Yeah, and that's really what we need to do. We need to come out and establish the line of scrimmage. Our offensive line needs to be a presence out there and create some opportunities for our running back, Hayden Duval, and our quarterback, Jaden Martin. They've both been effective tonight, and the offensive line has done a good job on the run game. Had some lapses in the passing game, and Coach Matt Porter addressed that just before halftime. Wasn't too happy with some of the protection there, and so the Red Devils will get an opportunity to correct some of that and start out here on offense in the second half.
Guzman has it teed up. He's going for that little soft spot on the right side, and the Red Devils let it go out of bounds.
We got a flag back here at the kick. They may have been offsides.
Far sideline, the signal is offside against the Lions. They'll back them up to their own 35.
So the right side of that kick coverage team from Jessieville was ready to get down there and try to recover the ball in that soft spot. They were just a little too eager to get down there and crossed over.
So now we've got a switch here. The Red Devils are going to put Drake Reinhardt over in that soft area.
They got the dangerous Hayden Duval over there behind in that direction that Guzman has been kicking all night.
So they're trying again, and this time it's going to take a bounce, and Duval catches it on the bounce. Duval's going to the house. He's got one man to beat. Duval, he got pushed out of bounds. Duval was going for number 3 right there.
Yeah. Just talked about the ever dangerous Hayden Duval, and he catches it on the hop. And the kicker Guzman was able to stay home and push him out of bounds there to keep him from scoring a touchdown. But that puts the Red Devils in great position to start this drive, their opening drive of the second half.
Well, that's the thing with Hayden Duval. Boy, if he, when he hits the hole running hard like that and then catches it, he's going.
Yeah, he was able to get it just on a perfect hop there and caught it in stride and already had a full head of steam going. And there's not too many people who can catch him. Like I said, Guzman stayed home on the kick and did a good job.
Yeah.
Credit to him. He was able to save a touchdown there.
Jaden Martin, shotgun, takes the snap, rolling out to the right. Now Martin's being pressured. Now he's going to try to cut back, and he's not going to make it back to line of scrimmage, and the ball got loose.
Yeah, I think the Red Devils were able to jump on it. It looks like Connor Norman came up with the loose ball.
52.
Jaden, right there with his little scramble, was doing a little Matt Jones palming the football right there, and that makes you nervous.
Yeah, he's looking downfield. He's looking to make something happen, and that's what you like to see. But you have to protect the football in that situation because you got a lot of bodies around you. The pocket's collapsing, and he was able to. Fortunately, we were able to come up with the loose ball there.
2nd and 12, loss of 2 on the play. Hayden Duval on the right side of Martin. Here's the snap. Martin dropping straight back. It's going to be the little dump off screen right there. And Duval looking for a lane. Duval's going to get what?
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
I think we've got an inadvertent whistle there from the official in the middle of the field.
Screen pass for the Red Devils.
Well, the official keeps tapping his knee. He keeps hitting his knee, and I never saw Duval get close to going down.
I don't think his knee went down, but yeah, that's unfortunate.
Wow.
What they do is
He blew a whistle right there. This guy, the side judge over here, didn't say anything. See? Went down on the knee.
So it is 3rd and 9 now for the Red Devils. Here's the snap. Martin looking to his left. Fires out in the flat. He's got Reinhardt. Reinhardt makes a catch. First down. And wow, that's a little excessive. And there's the flag. That was a little excessive right there as Reinhardt was slung around a couple of times into the fence.
He was pushed out of bounds, and I don't know if the defender, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and just say he didn't know where he was on the field and just spun him around, but certainly hope that wasn't malicious, but he threw him over toward the fence. That's a dangerous situation there. Fortunately, Drake Reinhardt is just fine. So he picks up the first down, and then with the penalty yardage, it's going to push the Red Devils deep into Jessieville territory.
1st and goal on the 6.
Good opportunity here on the opening drive for the Red Devils to put some points on the board.
Martin, shotgun formation. Duval in the backfield with him on the right. Here's the snap. Martin looking. Now Martin's running, and he's being pressured, and he dumps it off, and it's a little short as Phillips slid to try to bring it in, but could not.
Yeah, Landon Phillips was the intended receiver there. Ball just a little low, and Jaden was under some duress there in the backfield, just not able to get everything on that he needed to on that pass and get it to Landon Phillips.
So it is 2nd and goal on the 6. Martin takes the snap, handoff. Duval goes. Duval's pushing the pile, and he's going to be stopped at the 3 right there.
15, Sawyer
Castleberry on the stop for the Lions, and it's going to be 3rd and goal on, I'm going to say,
bring up 3rd and goal for the Red Devils at the
3-yard line. Well, Scott, you really want to see a punch in right here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to say that we're probably in 4-down territory here.
Yeah.
But you don't want to have to use the 4th down
No.
for it. It'd be nice to punch it in right here on 3rd down.
Here's the handoff. Duval trying. Duval's pushing. He's not going to make it. Maybe gets a 2.
52.
That official on the far side is marking.
Yeah, he's not giving him anything right there. So here we go again, 4th down. And Scott, wow, you want this touchdown, but it would be so demoralizing right now not to get in.
Yeah. Yeah, we need the Red Devil offensive line to really assert themselves here and clear a path for the ball carrier to go into the end zone for the Red
Martin
Devils.
takes a snap. He fakes the handoff, dumps it in the flat, and touchdown, Red Devils.
Touchdown, Red Devils.
Martin hits Hayden Duval in the flat, and Duval just falls into the end zone.
Yeah, just turned around and stretched the ball over the goal line for the touchdown, and that's exactly what the Red Devils needed.
So 8:41 left in the 3rd. Red Devils get on the board. Now they will go for their 2-point conversion. Here's the snap to Martin. Martin looking, dropping straight back, fires. Now he floats it up in the right corner, and it is good. Caught by Lucas Sims.
Lucas Sims on the receiving end of the
So 2-point conversion. It's 8:41 left in the 3rd. Red Devils trail 34-8. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3 The Eagle.
Again, the winning number.
All right, Red Devil fans, we are back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. 8:41 left in the 3rd. Red Devils get on the board here, opening drive of the 2nd half. A nice little 3-yard pass from Jaden Martin to Hayden Duval. 2-point conversion from Martin to Lucas Sims, and 34-8.
Yeah, Lucas made a nice over-the-shoulder catch there on that 2-point conversion. Jaden put it right where he needed to put it toward the back pylon and corner of the end zone, and Lucas was able to get under it and make the catch, get his feet down in bounds, and put another 2 points on the board to make it 34-8.
All right, it's our favorite kicker, J.J. Cunningham, teeing it up. And here's the kick. J.J.'s looking for that soft, but J.J.'s got quite the leg. It's hard to hit that soft carry up for J.J.
Yeah, he put it just a little outside.
Procedure penalty.
So he's got a little, the golfer, a little slice.
Yeah, it's a little slice.
So it will be 1st and 10 for the Lions on their own 35-yard line. Oh, we love JJ. Got to give him a hard time.
Yeah, speaking of JJ, we last week we saw him attempt a kick on a point after last down at Conway Christian. Wondered if we might see that tonight, but the Red Devils go for 2 on that touchdown to make it 34-8.
Thomas, quarterback for the Lions, shotgun formation. Oh, dropped the snap. Now he's going to pick it up as it's a busted play. And he's not going to get out of the Red Devils' grip, but there's a late flag that got tossed in from the side judge over there. Our man Seaton was once again all over it.
Yeah, Seaton blew that thing up immediately, and I thought he was going to bring the quarterback down in the backfield. Somehow he was able to escape that and get outside. And
well, Scott, now there's the face mask.
Yeah, and I don't think they called the incidental 5-yard variety.
No. Scott, while they're assessing the penalty here, something that we're very, very thankful for and privileged that we get to start doing now is we are going to have a player of the game. It's going to be sponsored by Thrive Mortgage. Jennifer Taylor at Thrive Mortgage will be sponsoring our player of the games now.
Yeah, so that'll be coming up at the end of the contest tonight. So we invite you to stick around and see who our Thrive Mortgage player of the game is. Our initial Thrive Mortgage player of the game.
What's that now? Good.
Thomas, 1st and 10, ball at midfield. And he's going to fake to Guzman. Thomas is going to go off the left side. Thomas has got a lot of daylight right there. There's a flag comes in. But Thomas is going to get down inside the 20, close to the 15-yard line. But like I said, we've got a flag back here at midfield.
Yeah, I think that one's going to come back. But I want you to look, Shane, getting down the field. Our man Landon Seaton was closing down there and helped make the tackle. We've got a Red Devil down on the field. That looks like Drake Reinhardt.
Holding against the Lions.
So holding against the Lions, and this one's going to come back, and looks like Reinhardt maybe just cramp.
Yeah, they're working on that left leg.
Let's have a
He's
hand
back up on his feet.
Drake Reinhardt shaking up on that last play, but he's up on his feet.
So Braden Brothers will come in for you.
Again, the signal from our referee was a holding call against the Lions.
So this one will back up now.
The ball will go back to the 40-yard line.
The 1st and 10 Lions on their own 40-yard line, 8:21 left here in the third.
Will be 1st and 20 for the Lions.
So a break for the Red Devil defense there. Puts Jessieville in a 1st and 20. We'll see if the Red Devils can hold up here and force a punt or maybe even a turnover on downs and get the ball back to that offense that looked really good on that first drive.
So 1st and 20, Thomas shotgun formation. Here's the handoff. Guzman going around the right side. Guzman's going to get about 11 on that play.
Guzman on the carry.
Once again, Landon Seaton there.
Like 25. Hayden Duval shaking up.
Hayden Duval and Lucas Sims. I mean, also on the play.
We've got an official timeout.
And we do have a Red Devil shaking up right there.
That is Hayden Duval. Looks like he's favoring that right leg, right ankle maybe. He's getting some help coming off the field.
That's your running back, your kickoff returner.
He's had, it's been nagging this year. He's had an ankle injury.
Yeah. Yeah, we were told last week he had a high ankle sprain, and we were really surprised when he had that kickoff return for a touchdown because it didn't look to be hampering him in the least on that play. But you hope he hasn't aggravated that injury on that last play.
So 2nd and 9 now for the Lions on the Red Devil 49-yard line. Here's the snap, bobbled by Thomas, and Thomas is going to be dropped in the backfield. That time, the bobbled snap, Thomas was not able to get around. And once again, Seaton is right there in on it with Dawson Killer and Phillips.
Yeah, I'm going to give Sebastian Bartlett credit. He came in there on the backside and took advantage of that bobbled snap and wrapped up the Jessieville quarterback, and then, like you said, got help from 3 other Red Devils to bring him down for a loss. So it puts them in a 3rd and long situation.
I don't think this Baker kid can cover this.
Nearly at the 7-minute mark. 3rd and 11. Here's the snap, and here's Guzman. Guzman's going to be run down, and you can't say enough right there. Landon Seaton come all the way around the backside and ran him down.
Landon Seaton, Carter Cheek on the tackle there, but Landon once again just right there around the ball.
For the Lions, ball to Red Devil 49. Don't jump offside.
So it will be 4th and 9 now for the Lions on the Red Devil 49-yard line. Clock is running 6.5 left here in the 3rd. Thomas, shotgun formation. Man comes in motion, and it's going to be the jet sweep going around the right side. And they are going to be close to the first down. And that's Johnson again.
Brenton Johnson on the end around. He's run down by
Sims brought him down, Lucas
for a
Sims on the
Lions
play,
first
and
down.
they picked up the first down after what was looking like a great defensive stand, and Johnson just sliced right through it.
Yeah, fourth down situation there, and Jessieville just able to get enough yardage to pick up the first down. Tough break for the Red Devils.
1st and 10, trips to the left. Johnson, shotgun formation. Guzman is in the backfield with him, as we've not seen Meyer back after that injury.
Yeah, and I was looking at the sideline over there to see if I can see him still in uniform, and I not been able to locate him over
Dead
there.
ball delay of game against
So delay of game against the Lions will back it up 5 to the 44-yard line. So it will be 1st and 15 now, under 6 left here in the 3rd. 34-8. Jessieville over your Atkins Red Devils. Thomas, shotgun formation. Guzman in the backfield. Handoff Guzman, and right there,
Guzman on the
Carter
carry.
Cheek.
Carter Cheek, first one in,
And Landon Seaton comes and cleans up along with Phillips. Jackson Phillips
coming in there to help clean it up. Like you said, Carter Cheek, first one on the scene, and good job there by the Red Devil defense.
Second down and 14. Trips to the left. Thomas. Guzman in the backfield with him. Here's the handoff. No, it's quarterback keeper going around the left side. Wow, Thomas put his head down and just ran over Eli Baker and picked up another 4.
The combination of Bartlett, Reinhardt, and Landon Phillips.
Thomas had a head of steam right there, and he popped Eli Baker and went over him.
He did. We talked about our quarterback, Jaden Martin, going for extra yardage down here a while ago on our end of the field, that last drive we had, and their quarterback just did the same thing. He wasn't gonna go out of bounds, wasn't gonna give anything up, tried to get all he could get there to put them in a 3rd and a little bit more manageable situation.
3rd and 6 for the Lions. Here's the snap. Guzman going around the right side. Guzman's going to be short this time. Red Devils hold to bring up a 4th down, and we've got a Red Devil shaking up.
We've got another Red Devil shaking up on the play. That looks like Killer. He got bowled over.
And yeah, that is Dawson Killer.
Dawson Killer.
Yeah.
They're working on that left leg, and kind of looks to be maybe a cramp situation.
So while they tend to Dawson Killer, we'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3 The Eagle. We'll be back. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. It will be 4th and 5 for the Lions on the Red Devil. We're going to call it 36-yard line, and they are lining up to go for it. Kind of no man's land right here.
Yeah, the Red Devils on the last possession had them in this situation, or had them in this situation before, and Jessieville was able to pick it up.
Here's the snap. Pass across the middle. What a catch.
Great catch.
What a catch there by Criswell. Karsten Criswell pulls in
First down.
Thomas's pass, and it will be another first down for the Lions.
Just a high ball there, but he went up and caught it at the high point and pulled it down and gained a couple more yards and got the first down for Jessieville.
1st and 10, Lions on the Red Devil 25-yard line. As we near the 4-minute mark here in the third, Red Devils trail 34-8. Thomas takes the snap, fakes it to Guzman. Thomas going up the middle, and Thomas is going to be tripped up there by Sebastian Bartlett.
He is brought down by number 15, Jackson Phillips.
So Bartlett wraps him up there after a short gain, and a gain of about 5, make it 2nd and 5.
Yeah, good job by Sebastian Bartlett sticking with that and making the tackle. He was being blocked and pushed down the field and was able to shed his blocker and come off and make the stop there before any more damage was done.
Thomas, shotgun formation. Man comes in motion. It's Johnson. Here's that jet sweep going around the right side, and the flag comes in the backfield, and Johnson's not going to get nothing on this one as Jaden Martin and Landon Seaton make the play.
Johnson, there's a flag. Illegal shift against the
illegal shift action going on there for Jessieville, bringing the man in motion. Maybe had another man moving.
So that will back him up, and we will have 2nd and 10.
After the penalty, ball will go back to the 25-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, this drive right here, it seems like it's been a long one.
Yeah, it's taken a while.
Thomas shotgun, Guzman in the backfield with him. Here's the snap, and it's another low one. He bobbled it, but he picked it up, and he's running around the left side, but he's going to be run down from the backside. Jaden Martin pulls him down.
Some quarterback on quarterback crime there. Jaden just pursuing him from the back and grabbed his jersey and pulled him down from behind. That's one of those cases, Shane, we've talked about it already. They bobbled that snap so many times tonight and been able to take a bad situation and make something good out of it, and the Red Devils were able to capitalize on it that time and pull them down for a loss.
And it looks like we had an equipment issue. And now we've got things set. It will be 3rd, and they're going to say 3rd and about 15 for the Lions on the Red Devil 29-yard line.
Okay, let's see.
Thomas, shotgun formation. Guzman in the backfield with him. And they drop it straight back. Thomas looking, fires right down the middle of the field. Has a man, and it is caught. Johnson makes the catch, and it goes down at the 1-yard line. And you got to tip your hat. That was a heck of a catch.
Yeah, just the incredible effort there by Johnson to pull that one in. I thought he was going to juggle it and go down and not be able to secure it, but credit to him, he pulled it in and got down on the 1-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal on the 1. As we're at the 2-minute mark here in the third. Thomas shotgun, Guzman in the backfield. Here's the quarterback keeper up the middle. And Thomas gets it in. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Lions. Quarterback Hunter Thomas from a yard out.
they've done that all night, Shane, in short yardage situations, whether it's Thomas or somebody else coming in to take the direct snap. They just go right up the middle and been able to consistently pick up a yard or two when they needed it there.
1:53 left in the third. It is now 40-8, and the 2-point conversion coming up for the Lions. Here's Thomas rolling out to the right, and he fires, and it is no good. Pass goes incomplete, and that's where we'll be, 40-8. With 1:53 left in the third, you're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3 The Eagle. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium in Atkins, and Jessieville has got on the board again as they have pushed that lead back up to 32, and it is 40-8. And they still have a line down on the field in the end zone. Looks like cramps. And I don't know if you're seeing it, Scott, but boy, defensive coordinator Jeff Harrelson is giving one of the officials an earful.
Yeah, he's a little upset about something, and he wants to make sure that the official knows what he's upset about.
I mean,
Jessieville Lions player.
Head coach Matt Porter got him an earful in the first half, and now defensive coordinator Jeff Harrelson, he was really, really upset over the pass that went down the middle. I didn't see it, but something happened that really got him upset.
Well, one thing I saw on the line of scrimmage, Landon Seaton was hooked and looked like he was held. The quarterback was rolling out a little bit to the right, and Landon was coming from that direction. And I don't know if that's what Coach Harrelson is upset about, that maybe he thought there was a missed holding call there, or maybe a pick or a rub that happened down the field. I'm not really sure, but he's upset, and he's still working on the official here on this near side.
So it is being teed up by Guzman. Once again, fans, like you to stick around at the end of the game. We will have the Thrive Mortgage Player of the Game. Can't thank Jennifer Taylor enough for sponsoring that, and this will be our initial player of the game. Our first
ever Thrive
first ever. We can't thank Jennifer Taylor enough for sponsoring that for us. It gives something to honor the kids out there for their hard work. Guzman has it teed up. And I'm going to say it's going to go to the right side, Scott.
Yeah, he's kicked it over there all night.
And this is Reinhardt. Drake Reinhardt's got it coming across the 30. Oh!
Monster gets in. Here comes the late flag.
We got a flag come in, but Reinhardt had some green grass if he could have got around that corner, but he got tripped.
Just tripped up there trying to get to the outside, and we'll see what the flag is about here. They're going to say it's on the Red Devils. So there may be a block in the back.
What do you show?
That's a hold. They marked 10 yards off on that.
So, back the Red Devils up here. 1:47 left in the third.
Yard line will be first and 10 Red Devils. 1:47 left here in the third. Red Devils trail 40-8.
So Red Devils will start out first and 10 on the 20. Martin, shotgun formation, takes the snap, dropping straight back, looking down the right side, and he fires out into the flat, and it should be an incomplete.
Not sure what the official is marking here. That should be an incomplete pass.
And it is.
He is the official
No.
side saying there was a catch right here.
That's what he's showing, ain't
Wow.
You know, that's working out in our favor,
It is.
Shane. But,
It is.
but that is, I mean, that's either
Dawson
an
Killer on the
incompletion
receiving end
or
A
a
fumble.
fumble.
Pass.
And Jessieville had it.
Yeah.
Short for the Red Devils.
I don't. Wow, that I would love to hear the explanation on that one.
We hadn't caught a break on that. You can stop whenever you want.
So now
Now they're gonna.
Jessieville's head coach Burke over there, he wants an
I
explanation.
don't blame him. I would want to hear from the officials their rationale behind that call myself if I was in his position. Like I said, it works out. The way it's spotted right now works out for the Red Devils. But
It is homecoming for the Red Devils, also the conference opener.
we'll see how this one turns out.
So, now they're explaining it to Coach Burke over there for the Jessieville Lions. Hey, we're going to take a quick break while they try to sort this out. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3 The Eagle. We'll be back in 30. All right, Red Devil fans back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. It is second. Well, now we're going to have
We're going to measure.
measure. Why not? I mean, this play's got everything now. We're going to measure what we decided to call.
Our referee signals it'll be second and about the length of a football for the Red Devils to get the first down.
So it is second and a very short one.
Second and inches.
He looks like one
Red
put
Devils.
on that Razorback.
Sorry, Shane. There have been some interesting officiating decisions made here this evening. And now we're gonna have another timeout.
Coach Burke is still Jessieville's head coach Burke over there. He is still upset. He's
taking his hat off and he's swinging it around now. I think it's safe to say he's a little upset.
So here we go, second and one. And Martin drops back and he fires. It's incomplete, short to Reinhardt.
Martin's pass intended
Yeah,
for
I'm
Reinhardt
not
goes
sure that's
incomplete, and it'll be
not the best thing that could have
third and
happened
one for the Red
there
Devils.
because Reinhardt had a pretty large Jessieville line defender right there on him. So if that pass had been completed, it could have even gone for a loss.
So minute and a half left here in the third. 40-8, Jessieville leads the Red Devils. Now it's going to be empty backfield for Martin. He's got twins to the left and right. Here's it is. Martin, quarterback keeper up the middle. Martin's going to have the first down. Gets across the 35-yard line.
Quarterback Jaden Martin on the keeper. He'll pick up the first down.
Nose guard for Jessieville come up with the football, but
Xavier Wilson making the stop.
Wilson did.
Yeah, I think he was hoping that maybe somebody wearing stripes would say, "Hey, that's a fumble," and you've made a recovery. But
Well, I'm sorry, with this crew, you might get that call.
it might happen tonight. But,
Here's the snap. Martin firing deep down the right side, and he's got Killer, and just out of the reach of Killer.
Martin's pass intended for Dawson. Killer goes into
Well, Killer flew right by his man, and it was there.
he did. Dawson definitely had a step on him and just couldn't bring that in.
So it'll be second and 10 with 1 minute left here in the third.
Good protection there by the Red Devil offensive line, giving Jaden Martin time to set up and make the pass. Had what he wanted, just wasn't able to make the completion there.
Martin's got trips to the left. Duval in the backfield with him. And it's going to be Duval up the middle. Duval trying to kick out to the left side. And Duval's going to be wrapped up around the 40 by Dodge. Bradley Dodge on the stop.
He wanted to run up the middle and had to bounce it outside there. Just not a lot of room to run. Was able to pick up 3 yards there on second down.
Dodge on the stop.
It will be 3rd and 7 on the Red Devil 40 as we're about 30 seconds left here in the third. Here's the snap. Martin rolling to the right. Looking. He fires out into the area and, oh! Killer went up and tried to go over Guzman, and it just went off his hands.
Pass goes incomplete. It was intended for Dawson Killer, and he'll bring up
So close there on that one, Shane. Just like you said, Dawson had to go up over the top of the defender to try to make that catch, and just wasn't able to bring it in.
So Red Devils are looking at 4th and 7 here. 19 seconds left in the third.
But that's a couple of opportunities over here on this near side, the right side, on this drive that the Red Devils have had down the field.
Here's the snap. Martin fires out, and just out of the reach of Drake Reinhardt, and the Red Devils will turn the ball over on
The
downs.
coverage was Kingston Morrow. The ball will go over on downs.
And Jaden rolling out to his left there, had somebody right in his face. Again, I just don't think he was able to step into it and put everything he wanted into that throw, and it came up short. The Red Devils turn it over on downs once again.
First and 10 for Jessieville on the Red Devil 40-yard line. 14 seconds left here in the third. Red Devils trail 40-8. And we've got a new quarterback in, Scott. If I can see, as soon as he takes the snap, and that's going to be number 88. Well, he hands off to Guzman.
Guzman on the carry. He is wrapped up by Seaton.
And that's Tate Mounts at quarterback. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. Red Devils trail 40-8 to Jessieville. We'll take a 30-second break and be back here. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. We get ready to start the fourth quarter of play. It is 40-8, Jessieville over the Red Devils. And once again, I'd like to remind you, at the end of the game, we will have the Thrive Mortgage Player of the Game here tonight. And that is brought to you by Jennifer Taylor at Thrive Mortgage. So, Scott, we've got to, we were really, really worried about mercy rule taking effect because it was just one score away. But you come out, you established yourself, got a good drive, scored, and you've been able to extend this game now. And what it's doing is helping you get some more work in.
Right, yeah. We've been in that mercy rule situation a couple times this year, and that makes that second half fly by and doesn't give a lot of time for work with these young Red Devils.
Mounts hands off to Guzman. Guzman going up the middle. Boy, Guzman took a hit and bounced off. Took a hit off Jaden Martin bounced off of him, but then Phillips and Sims bring him down. No, that's not Sims. I'm sorry. That is Bozak.
Yeah, that's
Bozak.
Logan Bozak. And you're right. He took a hit and bounced off of it, and then he took another hit. A couple of pretty hard licks delivered on that play by the Red Devils.
So it will be 3rd and 1 now. Mounts. Hands off to Guzman. Guzman going up the middle. Got the first down and gets close to the 25-yard line before he was wrapped up there by Logan Bozak again.
Bozak has come into the game here in the fourth quarter and back-to-back plays made the tackle.
Guzman will have the first down. Ball at the Red Devil 26.
So 1st and 10 for the Lions on the Red Devil 26-yard line. Here's that snap. Guzman going over the left side. Guzman cuts it up the middle now. And Jaden Martin trying to hold on, and he does. And Carter Cheek also there on the play. And Eli Baker comes in and helps out. So it will be a gain of 9, makes it 2nd and 1.
81, Eli Baker making the stop for the Red Devils.
If these first two plays are any indication, Shane, of what Jessieville plans to do the rest of the game, it looks like it's going to be a heavy dose of number 32, Guzman, taking a handoff there.
You know, ever since that second quarter, Meyer has not been back in the ball game, so he must be banged up pretty good.
Yeah.
Here's Mounts on the quarterback keeper, and he's going to have the first down.
Tate Mounts on the
Carter Cheek pulls him down. And it will be 1st and 10 on the Red Devil, we're going to say 14-yard line. Mounts, shotgun formation. He has Guzman in the backfield with him. Here's the snap. Handoff. Guzman going up the middle. Guzman, now it's a pushing contest, and he's going to get 3 or 4 on it.
Jessieville. Landon Seaton leading the charge for the Red Devil defense.
Our man Seaton.
Landon Seaton, Landon Phillips making that tackle.
Bring up 2nd and 4.
So it's going to be 2nd and 4 just inside the Red Devil 10 on about the 8. And Coach Porter is going to take a timeout for the Red Devil defense. So 9-11 left in the game, 40-8 Jessieville over the Red Devils. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3 The Eagle. We'll be back.
Homecoming here for the Red Devils. They'll play host to Salem. Kickoff time is set for 7 p.m. The crowning of our queen will begin at 6:30.
All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. 9-11 left to end the contest. Red Devils trail 40-8, and Jessieville has 2nd and 4 on the Red Devil. We're going to say about the 8-yard line. And Scott, I just think that timeout right there was just let's give them, they needed a breather.
Yeah, just a chance to catch their breath and kind of regroup. Jessieville's been moving the ball. It's just been a steady diet of Guzman, and been running the ball up the middle a lot. And I think Coach Porter just wanted to stop and give his guys a chance to catch their breath and kind of get them ready to make a stand here inside their 10-yard line.
So they're trying to get Sims off the field real quick. And here's Mounts going up the middle, and Mounts is going to take it in for a touchdown.
Lions quarterback Tate Mounts.
So 9:03, and Mounts goes in from 8 yards out. So it's now 46-8. So the mercy rule will take effect for the rest of the fourth quarter. And here's the 2-point conversion. And Mounts is going to quarterback keep it, go up the middle. 2-point conversion is good.
2-point conversion. And with a running clock of about 8 minutes left here to play, it's now the visiting Lions 48.
So that runs the score to 48-8, Jessieville. And as you mentioned a while ago, Shane, that puts us over that 35-point threshold where the mercy rule's in effect. The clock will run for the rest of this quarter, so things should speed up here. But it's a situation, we've talked about it over and over again, week after week. You know, it's the fourth quarter. Red Devils are just, they're gassed at this point. There's nothing left in the tank, and these guys have given everything they've got. And you know, we don't expect anything less than that, but there's just nothing left to give at this point, and they get down and just are not able to keep Jessieville out of the end zone there. So runs it up to a 40-point lead.
And Scott, when you're on defense as much as we've been tonight, and you get pushed on, leaned on, and stuff, you get wore down.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And again, a lot of these guys are playing both ways. You know, they're offense and defense, they're special teams, they're everything. So they haven't had a break at all.
So Guzman will have it teed up now for the Lions, and he's probably looking for that soft spot. And here's Guzman's kick. He's going to go straight down the middle, and that's Dawson Killer. Dawson Killer gets over to the left side, and he had some running room, but he got tripped up. Lost his balance, but good return, good field position on about the 37.
It's number 21, Wallace for Jessieville, just able to get enough of the foot of Dawson Killer to kind of trip him up, cause him to stumble a little bit. Looked like Dawson had some room on this near side if he could have got the edge. You know, maybe he's still running at this point, but Jessieville did just enough to bring him down. A good field position for this drive to start.
So running clock right now as it gets close to the 6-minute mark. Red Devils trail 48-8 here to the Jessieville Lions. Martin shotgun formation. Duval's in the backfield with him. Handoff, Duval going up the middle. Duval trying to bounce it out, and Duval's going to be wrapped up by Dodge and brought down.
Bradley Dodge able to wrap him up.
Hayden trying to make something happen there, just couldn't get free of Dodge. Wrapped up and thrown down after a 2-yard gain.
So it will be 2nd and 8 now for the Red Devils.
Yeah, I know it. Well, like you said over there, remember when they had the
Empty backfield now for Jaden Martin. Here's the snap. Looking to his left. Fires out. Complete to Duval. Duval gets down the sideline. Duval gets across midfield and has a 1st and 10 for the Red Devils.
Hayden made an incredible move over here. Just a little hesitation, and the two Jessieville defenders who were in a position to make the tackle stood straight up, and then Hayden turned on the speed again and was able to get by him and pick up some nice yards after the catch there.
So it's 1st and 10. Red Devils on the Jessieville 40-yard line. Under 5 left in the contest. Martin shotgun formation. Duval in the backfield with him. Here's the snap. He fires out in the flat, and it's going to be, almost picked off by Alfonso. Bradley Alfonso. Sims went to a defensive player really quick.
He did. That was a good heads-up play there by Lucas Sims. Knew what he had to do. The Jessieville defender was in a great position to make an interception there, and Lucas wrapped him up and kind of pulled his arms down, and fortunately the defensive back wasn't able to come down with the interception.
2nd and 10 now for the Red Devils. Under 4 left in the game. Here's the snap to Martin. Martin looks out to the left. It's complete to Reinhardt. Reinhardt's going to be brought down at the
Martin pass
35.
complete to Reinhardt.
So gain of
He
about
is brought
5
down
right
by
there.
31 Gage Gaston.
Makes
Bring
this
up
third down a little
5
more.
for the Red Devils.
A little more of a possibility here. Opens up a few more options in the playbook. Looking at 3rd and 5 rather than 3rd and 10.
Yep.
So good job by Drake to make the catch and get a positive gain there.
Empty backfield for Martin. Here's the snap. Fires in the flat there. Dawson Killer with the catch. Dawson's going to have the first down before he is brought
Martin's pass
down.
is complete to Killer.
And that was Braden Wallace on the play.
Aiden Dean along with
Dawson able to
Braden
find a spot
Wallace
there
make the
where
stop.
kind of in between the levels of the Jessieville defense there, found a soft spot, made a good catch, turned, and he wasn't an easy tackle for him to make there, Shane. He was trying to break away and pick up even a few more yards.
So here's Martin dropping straight back, looking. He's got time. Now here comes the pressure, and he finds an open man over there. Dawson Killer, and Dawson makes the catch and loses it. It's going to be a turnover to the Jessieville Lions.
To Killer, and there's a fumble on the play, and it is recovered by the
Dawson
Lions.
just trying to
Right.
pick up extra yardage, trying to make a play there, and Jessieville defenders were able to poke the ball free and pounce on
You
it.
too.
So
Good luck y'all against Russell.
2 minutes left in the game, and the ball goes over to Jessieville. 48-8. Jessieville leads the Red Devils.
Shane, it wouldn't make that much difference in the outcome, but you'd just love to see the Red Devils finish that drive and put another touchdown on the board. And again, Dawson was just trying to make that happen and got the ball poked loose there. And
All right, clock is winding down, minute and a half left. Mounts is your quarterback for the Lions, takes the snap, hands off to Guzman. And Guzman's going to be brought down after a gain of about 6 right there by Dawson Killer,
Guzman on the carry.
Landon
Seaton along
Seaton,
with
and
Jaden
Jaden
Martin
Martin.
make the stop for the Red Devils.
Once again, fans, please stay tuned. We'll have our Thrive Mortgage Player of the Game immediately following tonight's contest.
Be 2nd and 5.
As we hit the 1 minute mark, Red Devils trailing 48-8. So Scott, Red Devils are going to go to 0-4 after non-conference action, and that's a good thing
There's a flag
about
on the
conference. Conference play come in. You can
Sideline
wipe this slate
warning to
clean, and
Red Devils.
the season starts all over again.
right, yeah, it's you'd like to pick up a win in these first 4 non-conference games, but it doesn't derail you from your goals. Your goals as a program, you want to win your conference, you want to put yourself in a position to make the playoffs. All of that is still in front of the Red Devils at this point.
You've learned a lot in these 4 games, and now you can make your adjustments and take off.
And gain a lot of experience in
Right.
the process.
And that is going to be the final
So
play of the
they
game.
take a knee here, and that's going to be the final play of the game, as the Red Devils will fall to 0-4 as they will lose this one tonight, 48-8 to the Jessieville Lions here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. Like we said, we invite you to stick around after our break here. We'll have our Thrive Mortgage Player of the Game and talk about next week. So we'll take a 1 minute break and be back here on the Eagle 99.3. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. Red Devils fall tonight to the Jessieville Lions, 48-8, and will end up their non-conference schedule with an 0-4 record. But like we talked about, Scott, wipe the slate clean, start fresh next week. Conference opener here at Lemley Field. Will be homecoming as the Salem Greyhounds will come here for a first time ever opponent. We've never played Salem, so it's going to be a new school, just new all around, and we hope a brand new start.
Right, and the good thing is Salem is making a long trip here, so you hope you can take advantage of them being a little road weary and coming into town on homecoming. There'll be a lot of emotion on the Atkins side for that game, so anything can happen. Like we said, this is the non-conference schedule. You'd like to pick up a win or two in that, but all of the goals that the Red Devils have are still out in front of them. A lot of these younger players have gained some valuable experience these first 4 games, so we'll see what happens when the conference schedule kicks off next Friday night.
Well, as we said, our new player of the game sponsor, Thrive Mortgage, Jennifer Taylor of Thrive Mortgage, and our first Thrive Mortgage player of the game tonight is going to be Landon Seaton for his defensive effort here tonight. Was just all over the field making plays.
Yeah, I said during the break, I'd like to know how many tackles he made tonight. It was we called his name at least 15 times. He was everywhere the ball was, and just can't say enough about what a great job he did. And again, we mentioned it during the game, during our broadcast. The good thing is Landon is a sophomore. He's only going to get better. I know the coaching staff is really excited about the potential that he has. So you love to see what he's doing here on the field tonight, and hopefully when the conference season starts next week, he'll be able to pick right up where he left off tonight.
So sophomore Landon Seaton is our Thrive Mortgage player of the game here tonight, as the Red Devils fall 48-8 to the Jessieville Lions. All right, Red Devil fans, we'll be back next Friday here for homecoming. Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air around 6:50, and we invite you to join us on the radio or the ARD Sports Network. I'm Shane Martin, man who calls all your Red Devil action. My broadcast partner, Scott Warren. We'll see you in the